So hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is V, and if you are new to this channel, which you most likely are, I'm V Kativhu. I'm 22 years old. I'm currently studying international education policy at Harvard University, and I'm graduating in literally 2 months. I graduated from Oxford University last year, July 2020, so I've not taken a break from education yet. I've gone straight from undergraduate to postgraduate. If you are new to the family, please do press subscribe and join, because we're growing and glowing, and we're almost at 200,000 subscribers, which is insane. Yeah, you probably clicked into this video because you know that I'm going to be writing a book, or maybe you're interested in knowing the process and just how I did that. So I have got approximately 160 questions that I got from Instagram, people asking about this process of writing a book and all that good stuff. So we're gonna get straight into that, and it's called Empowered by V Kativhu. Empowered, Turning Lemons into Lemonade by V Kativhu, and that's me. It's coming out December 2021. You can pre-order with the link in my bio from Amazon. And yeah, let's just get straight into chatting about it, because I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to tell you all the ins and outs, everything that I know that I can actually explain right now. Before we do, look at how beautiful these flowers are. Beautiful flowers that my publishing team got for me, and they're so pretty. They're literally starting to bloom and grow. And then I got these from my friend Manny, saying congratulations for writing your book. And then I've got these from my friend Vera. All of them are for the book, so I just thought how nice. They arrived this morning, so I'm very excited about that. And then Penguin, who are my publishers, they sent me this cute little goodie bag with like Penguin books, this, and this. And obviously I can use this bag to like carry my stuff and everything. I just thought I'd show you these things because they're so cute. So yeah, I'm publishing the book with Penguin, and they're amazing. And how that came to be, my editor actually reached out to us via email and was just like, I love V's channel, love what she stands for. I wish I'd had this when I was younger, and I think many young students from backgrounds like hers really would need a book like this. And the book that she suggested was literally what I wanted to write, which is why I went with them, because she saw my vision before we'd ever even interacted. She just watched my videos, took away from what each video meant to me, what kind of vibe I have. And obviously I run Empowered by V, which you should all check out. We're almost at 7,000, by the way, so the link is in my bio. It's an amazing platform where we're sharing resources, helping students, giving free coffee away every Monday. I literally top up a coffee card and I buy you guys coffee. We're going to be having lots. It's phenomenal. You need to follow it. We're almost at 7,000, and there's a reason why there are 7,000 students on that Instagram platform right now, because it's phenomenal. So check that out in the bio as well. But anyway, she essentially, the editor described everything that I stood for in the email, and I was like, got to do this, like I've got to do this. And then we had a meeting and we spoke, and our visions aligned, and what book I wanted to write went with what book she wanted to publish. So done deal. We signed on the dotted line. Obviously you have to negotiate and like talk about the contract and what they expect of you when they want certain things delivered, how many words they're expecting, how much they're going to pay you. I'm going to be honest with you, you do get paid to write a book, and obviously that comes with the territory of like writing a book, right? So we had to make sure that my managers were happy with that fee, and that I was happy, and like just make sure everything aligned, and it did. And yeah, it's been 7 months so far of me just writing and working on it without telling you guys, and it's going to be out in December. So by the time it comes out, it would have been a work in progress for a year and 2 months. So that's the process, the timeline of writing, publishing, and bringing out a book. It takes about, I guess, a year and 2 months, but apparently we've done it quite quickly, so I don't know if that's an average time frame or not. A lot of people have been asking how I did it while doing a full-time degree at Harvard, and to be honest with you, this is why I loved my publishers and why I loved the whole process, because they really prioritized my university. This chair is squeaking so much, I hate it. They really prioritized my university and my schoolwork and stuff, and everything that always revolved around that, and I loved that. So I was able to say, half of my day is dedicated to university. I don't touch the book at all, and then half of it is dedicated to the book. So that's why I took time off social media, because obviously there was no way I could manage doing this plus the book plus uni. So I was like, something's got to give, and social media made sense to give up for 2 months while I was finishing up the final edits for the first draft. What else? I don't really know what else I could cover in that process. We've still got to announce the book cover. So that's not the book cover that you've seen. That's not going to be the official one. That's just the one so you can pre-order with. We've still got to have a book launch. We've still got to have signings, book tours, penguin talks, do some interviews, some promotion. Like, there's a lot coming out, which I'm very excited about. And now that we are over halfway in the video, I'm going to start answering your specific questions, because I feel like I can probably answer them better from there. So what is your favorite book and do you recommend? My favorite book is Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman, and I'll recommend that till the end of time. I read it when I was like 16 maybe, or something like that, and it's to this day still one of the best books. It's a series. It's like a 7-book series or 6-book series, and chef's kiss. And I think it's so relevant every single year. Whenever something happens to do with race and discrimination and stuff, that book comes back into being important and focused. So yeah, I'd recommend it 100%. To be honest, I'm just so speechless. I'm so proud. Thank you. How did you write a book? What was the process? Any advice for aspiring authors? The process I've just mentioned, it's been a 7-month process so far since I began writing, and it's going to be a year-long process in total. So that can't be right. A year long. If I started writing, by the time it comes out, it would have been over a year and a bit. Wow. Yeah, it's over a year. It takes over a year. Hey V, inspire me so much. Just want to say thank you. Thank you. How long did it take you to write your book? So far, it's been 7 months. I don't know how long it'll take in total, but it's been 7 months. So by the time it comes out, like I said, it would have been like a year and 2 months, I think. How did you get published with Penguin? They approached me, which was amazing. When did you start writing? About 7 months ago. Well, to be honest with you, I think I started writing way before 7 months, because I've always wanted to write a book. So I think I was writing randomly but not knowing what it was for. So a lot of the stuff that's in the book I'd written a long time ago, just from my thoughts and documenting, like in my journals and stuff. So yes, let's go to the second screenshot. What is the book about? And congratulations. My book is going to be about everything to do with rejection and redirection, how to lead an empowered life as a young person, self-empowerment, dealing with failure, dealing with grief, just basically how to take the lemons that life throws at you and make lemonade. So I share a lot about my personal stories and just how I overcame things, and I give you a lot of tips and tricks into how to navigate certain moments in your life. Yeah, pretty much the book is a self-help book all about empowerment and just how to lead an empowered life. And I love the word empowered. It's everywhere. That's the name of the organization, that's the name of the book. I think I'm gonna literally change my name to empowerment. I don't know. I just love the word. Someone said, how long have you spent writing? The main question here is about how long did I spend writing, and it's been 7 months. The book is not yet finished. What was the most difficult part for you while writing? I think the most difficult part, truthfully, was trying to understand where to draw the line. Obviously, there are a lot of personal stories in my life that I want to share with you guys, but I can't, because they also impact people in my life, and me writing about my story is now sharing their story. So there were lots of moments, like when I was younger, that were just not great, and people didn't treat me very well when I was younger while living in Zimbabwe and stuff. And I want to talk about that. I really want to talk about that. But obviously, that's my family, right? Like, I can't really put their faults out to the world like that, because it might be detrimental to them. So trying to toe the line between personal and private, and personal but can publicly share. So yeah, that's been the hardest part, just not knowing where where the line is. But I think I've managed it pretty well. I've known where to say, okay, this is my journey, but this is also putting you at risk. So I'm going to tell my story but avoid certain parts without, you know what I mean? So you'll be able to tell them in the book, I think, the parts where I've had to hold back because it gets political. Whoa. How has this whole thing happened? I think I've explained that part. I don't want to keep I have a tendency to repeat myself, and my editor said that like there's lots of parts in the book where I've said the same thing in different ways, and I'm trying to cut down on doing that. Congratulations, Vee. Will the book be available for other countries? I need to talk to my publisher about that actually, because I've had that question a lot. People want to know if they can order it in America, South Africa, all these kinds of things. So I'm going to find out for you. Is there going to be a sequel? I hope so. Imagine I become an actual author, like where there's several books. I can't even, that's too much for me. I'm trying to take in this first book. I can't even think about a second one. And what would I write about? That's interesting, very interesting. Is the book like a biography of you? Semi, but not really. It's more about giving tips and tricks on how you can go on to turn your lemons into lemonade the same way that I did, but it's not necessarily a biography, because I don't know, I just don't think that would be relevant. Like, why do you need to know my life? You know what I mean? How best to approach publishers? I don't know. I'm gonna get my publisher to come onto my channel perhaps when obviously lockdown is over, or maybe even do it virtually, and she can explain better, because obviously I don't know that process very, very well. So I'm gonna ask her, or maybe just ask her for the answers and I'll just tell you. How does it feel to have a book published? Well, it's not yet published, so I don't know how it feels, but right now it's insane. Like, I just feel this insane feeling of like, how is this real? How is this real? How did you find the time? I just work best when I don't have a lot of time. Like, if I know I have this goal and dream of writing a book, but I also have this goal and dream of graduating from Harvard and being a part of the Harvard alum. So if I want both of the dreams to happen, I can't waste this time. Like, I can't procrastinate. I can't take a day off when I should be working. Like, obviously take time off and stuff, but I mean a day that should be for work. I can't just decide, I'm not going to do anything, because there's goals to reach, right? So I think I found the time because I knew what I wanted, and I just made it happen. That's a really bad answer, but I don't know how else to say it. What was the original inspiration? This, like, the Empowered by Vee organization was definitely the inspiration. It was like whenever we were at these Empowered by Vee events, we were talking about all of this stuff and people were like, this is amazing, I want to remember this for life, I wish we had this written down somewhere. And I was like, me too, why don't we put it in a book? And that's where the idea initially originated from. But also, since I was a little girl, I've loved reading, and I always thought I'd love to write my own book. So I think it's just been an amalgamation of the universe working together and lots of things that I spoke into existence and stuff like that. We're on to the fourth screenshot. There's so many questions. How many words a week was your target? I didn't have like weekly targets. I just kind of had the overall target, and I just knew. I don't know, I think whenever I sat down, I was aiming to do 1,000 or 2,000 words at a time. But it didn't always happen that way. Sometimes I would only do 500, sometimes I'd only do 1,000. So it really varied. What is the thing that has surprised you most about the whole process? I think what surprised me most is how much writing about certain experiences can actually be therapeutic. I wrote a lot about my bullying days, not that I was bullying, but people bullying me, and I'd never spoken about that. Like, this is the first time I'm saying it out loud actually, and writing about it helped me like process a lot of it. Like, I'd really stuck it in the back of my mind because it was just horrible experiences I didn't want to relive. So I think writing and talking about them, it helped me come to peace with a lot of the stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now because there are too many questions, and I noticed that we're now at 16 minutes of this video, and I hate doing long videos where people feel like, man, this is too long. So I'm gonna stop, but if you want a part 2, comment down below and I'll just do a part 2 of answering the rest of the questions. Hope that was helpful. Love you so much. Thank you for always supporting me. Please pre-order my book. The link is in the bio, and make sure you follow at empoweredbyvee on Instagram. We've got big things coming, and everything is free for anybody who comes to use our resources. It's free and will always be free. And let me buy you some coffee. Let me send you some stationery. Just let me do it to come and follow us. Love you guys so much. See you in the next video. Bye.